going to begin by getting either a bolster if you have, or a pillow. I don't have a bolster, so I'm using a pillow. And placing it just below the hips as we lie back over the pillow. Allowing our head, our crown of our head to be on the floor. Our feet are fixed, legs are straight, and our hands are alongside us, palms facing the ceiling. From here, we're going to take a deep inhalation through the nose, and exhale, sighing out through the mouth. One more time. Inhaling through the nose, and then exhale, sighing out through the mouth. As we let go. We let go of any expectations we had of the day, any expectations we had of ourselves. And we start to feel the mat beneath our sit bones. Perhaps you can feel it touching your calves. You feel your ankles on the ground. And the belly rising and falling as we inhale and exhale through the nose. Perhaps placing a hand on the belly, feeling it rise and fall as you bring yourself to the present. Any outside noises serve as a way to allow you to stay in the present moment and not drift away. Focusing on the mind-breath connection as we inhale and exhale. This pose gently opens up the chest, relieves tightness in the chest, and opens up the back. 3 more breaths here. And as we exhale, we bend the knees, hugging them into the chest, and then rolling over to the left side as we push up and come to a seated position. From here, we push through our hands as we step back into our neutral pose known as tabletop, coming onto all fours. Removing our pillow, or just kicking it out the way. We make sure that our wrists are stacked underneath our shoulders. Our knees are hip distance apart. And then toes, big toes to touch. We take our knees as wide as the mat as we sit back into our child's pose. Our hands are straight out in front of us, so our arms are straight. We're pushing through the fingertips, and we allow our heart to melt closer and closer towards the mat. Perhaps your forehead comes to the mat. If so, then gently massaging your forehead from side to side, relieving any tension in the area. And then igniting your inner fire by breathing through the nose, we focus on the breath. So inhaling through the nose for 3, 2, 1. And exhaling through the mouth for 3, 2, 1. Inhaling through the nose for 3, 2, 1. And exhaling through the nose for 3, 2, 1 this time. One last time, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Breathing on your own now. With each exhale, you sink further and further into your heels. You send breath down through the legs as you feel the inner fire from the breath create warmth in the chest. Looking forward, we walk the hands back towards our knees, and then from here placing the hands behind us, Maybe you're on your fingertips or perhaps on your palms of your hands. We gently push the chest forward, looking forward. And if you feel comfortable here, you can drop your neck back for 2 breaths. And then we come up. Beautiful. Sitting back into our child's pose. Arms are straight out in front of us. We look forward, rounding through the spine as we come up into our upward facing dog. Looking over the right shoulder and then the left shoulder. Rounding through the spine as we push back into our child's pose. Again, looking forward. We round the spine, feeling the vertebra rounding. And then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, release, push back, rounding the spine as we push back into our child's pose. Beautiful. Coming up to our neutral position on all fours. We tuck the toes under, so push through the hands. We come up into our downward facing dog. From here, maybe bending the knees, walking the feet out. Wonderful. Looking forward to the top of the mat, we gently walk the hands back towards the feet. From here, we grab hold of the elbows as we allow our head to hang. In this forward fold, we'll feel the gentle stretch in the hamstrings, the sense of grounding through the toes. Maybe you can wiggle the big toes and then the little toes. Perhaps you move your neck from left to right, maybe gently rocking from side to side. Allowing yourself to just be here. And then exhaling, placing the hands onto the mat as we straighten our back, halfway lift. Inhale, we come up to high mountain. Looking towards the thumbs, our hands on prayer as we lift up and out of the ribcage. Exhale, release. Wonderful. Inhale, we draw our right knee into the chest. And then take it to the inside of the left thigh, coming into tree. We create space in the toes by gripping through the toes. Inhale, we send our arms up and open as we come into our tree pose. The gaze is forward and we focus on one object as we hold this pose. Perhaps you can cactus the arms open, opening up through the chest. And then exhale, releasing, hands back up. Maybe you can take your hands into prayer and down to the top of the crown of the head. Exhale, we release. One more breath here as we ground through this pose. Remembering that naturally a tree's branches may wave in the wind, they may be blown by the wind, but the base of the tree remains stable and strong. Exhale, release the leg to the floor, the foot to the floor. We inhale, bringing the left knee into the chest, and then exhale, taking it into the crook of our right thigh. We inhale, send the arms up, maybe even looking towards our hands. Exhale, perhaps we can cactus the arms open, opening the chest, looking up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, release them back up. Breathing deeply as we ground through our right foot. Maybe we can bring our hands into prayer, taking it into the top of our head. And exhale, release. Remembering to be strong and stable in this pose, just like a tree. And exhale, releasing the left foot to the floor. We take a step out to the side of our mats now. So about 4 feet apart. The feet are facing the side of the mat. As we inhale, the arms up. And then exhale, we release our hands to our hips as we fold forward. Beautiful. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we release the hands to our sides. Interlacing the fingers behind the back. As we inhale, we fold. And exhale. Allowing an opening in the shoulders. Allowing the head to hang softly. Allowing the mind to follow. Notice again your feet. What are they doing? Perhaps you can bring the weight into the front of the feet, into the toes. Maybe your hair hangs on the ground. Notice. What does it look like? And then exhaling as we come back up. Beautiful. From here, we step our foot to the front of the mat, bringing up our toes to the outer edges of the mat as our ankles turn in, and we gently sit into our Malasana. The hands come to prayer, the elbows push the knees open as we rock from side to side, taking the weight into the right foot and then the left foot. From here, we bring our hands to the mat as we roll down. Beautiful. Our feet are facing the front of the mat. Our fingertips are facing the back of the mat. As we inhale, we're going to lift our hips up, pushing through the feet, and then extend our feet out in front of us, straightening our legs and pointing our toes, coming into a reverse plank. So inhale, pushing up through the hips and the feet, and then pointing the toes, straightening the legs as we look up towards the ceiling, maybe dropping the head back, and exhale, release. To finish off this practice, we're going to find a wall. If you don't have a wall, you could use a cupboard. And then we're going to shuffle our hips as close as possible to the wall. So our knees are touching the wall. From here, we come down onto our forearms, placing our forearms onto the ground, and then lifting our legs so that they turn up to face the wall. By this point, your bum should be flat against the wall, the legs. And here we place a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart center. We inhale through the nose and exhale, sighing out through the mouth. One more time, inhaling through the nose and exhaling, sighing out through the mouth. As we let go of our practice, as we let go of the day, we allow our bodies to become still here, to rest, to soak up the benefits of the practice, and to soak up the benefits of relaxation. We soften the space between the brows, the cheeks, the eyelids are gently closed. And as you lie here, I invite you to think of 2 things that you are most grateful And notice when you think of these two things, how it makes you feel. Perhaps your lips curl up at the edges into a smile. And with this feeling of gratitude, I ask you to think about one thing that you love about yourself. And notice, how does the mind react and how does the body react? Perhaps a feeling of joy passes through the body, a feeling of love or gratitude. Allowing this positive feeling to take over the whole body. I invite you to carry this positivity throughout the rest of the day. And remembering to connect with the breath. The breath is always there for us. And placing a hand on the belly is a quick way to tune into that breath, to ground us, and to make us aware of that connection. Either taking a few more moments with your legs up the wall, or gently bending the legs, rolling over to the side, and coming to meet me in a cross-legged position at the top of the mat. We bring our hands to prayer, bowing our heads. Namaste.